Hi, my name is Addy Johnson, and my two words are insecure and free. So I was born as a pastor's kid, which means from the time I was born, I was involved in everything in the church. The church was pretty much my home. I went to youth group, small groups, worship practice, church setup times, and of course church. So I was there constantly and grew up in the faith and knowing what it meant to be a Christian and Bible stories and everything that there is to know. So by the age of 3 or 4, I raised my hand and accepted Christ into my life, and by 9 I was baptized. So I just had this title of being the PK kid. That's what everybody knew me for, and that's what I hid behind, really, until 5th grade, when that was stripped away from me. We moved from California to Indiana, and my dad was no longer a youth pastor. So I was terrified. I did not have this title to hide behind, and I was so scared of rejection, and so I was insecure and fearful of what my new image would be. I just wanted to please everybody around me. So I tried to be the funniest, smartest, kindest, prettiest girl at this school. And it became really exhausting and only proved to fail me and fall short, and resulted in me being self-loathing and constantly jealous of those that were all around me. My fulfillment was being relied on by my own achievements and works, and not in the truth of what the gospel told me. It was only destructive to me. These thoughts and feelings and insecurities continue on all the way up until about my junior year, when I went on a retreat with a Christian organization at my school. There was an activity during this retreat where we were put into groups of 6, and we carried this cross that very closely resembled the one Christ carried to his crucifixion, where he died on the cross, and we carried it to this beach side on a lake, and we were asked to pull out our dominoes, which we felt like were keeping us from having the fullness in the relationship of Christ that we could have, and in that freedom, the freedom of the relationship that we could have with Christ, a freedom that could only be received because Christ came and lived on this earth perfectly, and humbled himself to die on a cross, in order for us to have a relationship with Christ, with God, and not be condemned, but to live in joy and happiness, and not have to do anything on our own power. So I thought about all these truths, and I grabbed my domino, which had insecurities on it, and I put it at the foot of this cross, and immediately felt these chains come off of me. The chains of lies that told me I was insufficient and a disappointment and unlovable and ugly and imperfect and not enough. They were just all completely destroyed, because I knew and felt the love from God that told me I was worthy and righteous, pure, a child of God, and perfect in Christ. I no longer had to find my identity in my achievements or my parents' faith or what others thought of me, and I no longer have to do that still. I find my strength and beauty in the love that Christ showed on the cross. And so now, today, I am free. I was insecure, very insecure, but now I am free in Christ, and those are my two words.